Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS. Here's Fisherman's Marine and Outdoors Deal of the Week.
As always, it's always a good one. It's timed perfectly because in these low clear water conditions, for the Deal of the Week from Fisherman's Marine, good at all three of the locations until they're sold out. I've been burning a bunch of gear. It's just low water. You need to keep it deep and dark. That's where the fish are going to be. And if you're not on the bottom, if you're not losing gear, at least in these conditions, you're doing something a little wrong and you need hooks. Great deal, 15% off of the Brad's hooks. Now, with Scott Call in here last year, I gave him a hard time. I'm like, dude, I don't fish your hooks, okay? These are completely redesigned this past year. These hooks are not the same ones you bought a year ago, 2 years ago. These are very good hooks, and I've had great success with them last year. And, you know, so far this year, I haven't had anything bad happen. With the salmon hooks, that's all I fished this past year. So certainly a great deal for a whole bunch of hooks. And if you're using size 1s and 2s and 4s, geez, 8 mil beads and 4s, good God, 8-pound fluoro, good God. You go through a lot of hooks, so take advantage of that if you can. Again, it's good at all three of the locations until they're sold out. Now, we've got a couple of Facebook questions that we've been holding on to, so let's go ahead and do the first one here. First one, when bobber dogging for winter steelhead, I'm glad that he mentioned that. I've been set up with a 20 mil bead behind or in front, depending on how you want to look at it, behind a 2/0 hook. Should I drop to a size 1/0? Okay, now, first things first, I mean, listen, all the advice I've ever given on this show for 17 years now is only my opinion, what I do. So let's just, I don't need any emails, okay? Do what you wish to do, everyone. To answer his question, yeah, no. I mean, 2/0 hook, man, that is a big, big hook, man. I realize that a 20 mil bead looks like a basketball out there, but still for myself, you know, I might run a size 1. It's possible if the water was that far off color that I might go to a 1/0, but I can tell you that in all of my steelhead gear, I don't have any aughts. Everything is a size 1, size 2, size 4, and that's just the way that I am. Everyone's different. Maybe a 1/0 behind a 20 mil bead. Again, it might look appropriate, but understanding, of course, that they're going after that bead, that hook is coming up behind it, right? So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but this is a size 14. This is actually a hard bead, but it's a size 14 with a size 1 hook. More than enough hook for a steelhead. I mean, quite honestly, it's one of those sizes that, you know, we've landed Chinook with it, for crying out loud. So again, Julie, again, I apologize. But based on the size of the hook, I can see maybe wanting to go to something a little bit bigger, but you just don't need it, especially, again, for steelhead. Now, again, that's my opinion. Everybody can do your own thing. But a 2/0 hook, I mean, I'm salmon fishing with that. I'm Chinook fishing. I mean, sure, would it work on a steelhead? Absolutely, but it's just a little bit big. And it's really going to change with that big hook how it drops, which in the right situation could be an advantage if you're chandeliering or doing something different. But if you're dragging bottom bobber dogging with a 2/0 hook, you're just asking for nothing but bad. It's just that simple. All right, let's go ahead and look at the other one. I caught your segment on the Hawkins soft beads. I was wondering if you have heard or tried tipping a spinner or a bait with one of the beads. Now, I'm just picturing in my mind, if I had a spinner and I were to put a bead on that. Now, first things first, yes, I've done that with Jensen eggs, okay? Jensen egg, old school bead, soft bead. Some of you might remember what they are. Some of you might still use them. I do. Great product. They certainly catch a lot of fish, especially if you use them, and they're scented with anise, right? So they've got a bunch of scent to them, and we would put it on a treble hook and slide it all the way up into the shank where the 3 hooks come down, so it's kind of centered in that spinner. Because if it's not, it's going to throw off how that spinner acts. It doesn't matter if you're casting a spinner or if it's behind the boat plunked, you know, on the anchor or whatever it might be, it would change things. So in the right situation, I've done that again with the Jensen egg because it's just infused with scent. an egg coming, or excuse me, a soft bead from Hawken, there's no scent in that. So I really wouldn't see the advantage. Certainly not something that I would overlook. It could be something that you do on your own, but I haven't done it myself. I would probably focus on just making sure that you get a lot of scent there, as opposed to maybe changing the profile or the look of that spinner or whatever bait you might be using. I hope that answers that question. Tomorrow, I've got Scott Call. He's got Kyle Busherman coming in with him. We're going to talk a little bit about that Portland Sportsman Show that's coming up, and Fisherman's Marine, how they're going to have a bunch of their newest products available for you. All things Brad's, as always, but tight lines, shoot straight. Please be safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. right back here on KPDX for more Outdoor GPS. And if I get lucky today, I might be able to get out and make a report. We'll see. It's possible. Everyone have a great Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Super Bowl Sunday.
Thanks for watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, sponsored by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.